Now, scientists at Lancaster University have developed a vaccine against coronavirus which can be taken with a nasal spray rather than through a needle. The new vaccine still has to go through human trials, but if it's approved, it could be a cheap and effective way of protecting people in poorer countries. Andy Gill reports.
The team at Lancaster is led by virologist Dr. Mohammed Munir. 2 doses of their vaccine stopped laboratory animals becoming severely unwell with coronavirus and, importantly, stopped them shedding the virus when they had it. Administering the vaccine where the virus enters the body is important in stopping transmission.
Starts to enter into our body either through the nose or the mouth. So the best part that we need to protect at the first place is that area. And when we administer vaccine through the nose, that means the immunity that is around the mucous membrane, the membrane that lines our upper respiratory tract, is enriched with the immune cells, secretory antibodies, the molecules that can bind to the virus when virus get into the body.
The scientists modified a bird virus harmless to humans to produce COVID's spike proteins, the part that latches on to human cells. This meant the vaccine produced an immune response in the test animals. These are CCTV images of strictly controlled laboratories where the team worked on the virus. They're just behind these doors. It's early days for this vaccine, but if it's approved, it could make a really big difference in terms of the numbers of people and the types of people it could protect.
It's a much less invasive way of delivering the vaccine itself. So for kids, for example, they're able to have it as a nasal vaccine, and for people with needle phobia, it will be a great benefit to those who are afraid of injections.
Nasal vaccines don't need to be stored at low temperatures and don't have to be given by medically trained people. That means lots of doses can be cheaply and quickly administered.
Once we have a massive amount of doses, it can be easily produced to also huge hundreds of millions of people. And this is a major challenges against COVID, mass vaccination in shorter time, which will reduce the risk of evolution of different strains or variant strains.
The next stage is to make sure the nasal vaccine can be produced safely and efficiently. Then there'll be human trials in a country where uptake of the COVID jabs is relatively low. If it gets the nod from regulators, the nasal vaccine developed here in the Northwest could be in use by the end of next year. Andy Gill, BBC Northwest Tonight, Lancaster.
A brilliant breakthrough, isn't it? Scientists are so clever. Well, the relaxation of COVID restrictions